Ahoy Shipmates, welcome back to another episode of Dead Man's Chest. Okay, this episode I'm looking at the Aquascape again, and there is something that's just, doesn't matter how many times I look at the tank, it just does not look right. And can you tell what that is? Yep, it's this island right here. I really like the shape of this island, however, it's just spoiling the whole depth of the tank. And it just doesn't look right. And I'm trying to get as much of the rock off of the sandbed as possible, just because the less rock you've got on your sandbed, obviously the better it is for your system, because you get less detritus and stuff building up around the rocks. So I'm going to try and move it so that it's up off the sandbed. It helps give a better depth of field into the aquascape, and obviously create more area for corals. And higher up as well. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to actually move it here, and hopefully with having it up here I'll be able to have more real estate for SPS corals and some other bits and bobs.
So what you thinking, JD?
Have a time.
So I got the hammer out. I broke that rock into half, managed to get two nice pieces. So what I've done is I've secured them. Well, the first piece I've epo-puttied that onto this shelf here, so extended out this shelf, and then I'm letting the epo-putty set. Once this is set, I will add the other piece of rock on top of it, just to create a different level and height compared to the one that's got the pink hystrix on it, and that should give a really nice depth of field, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. And talking about the pink hystrix, just have a quick look at this. I was really worried that it was bleaching, however it's just turned a really light pink. Plenty of polyps, nice growth on it. It's actually showing little glimpses of green in it now, which is kind of cool. So really happy that this thing's not going tits up, but it's actually looks really healthy, and it's possibly me just being a wee bit paranoid again. Where, like I said in a previous video, having the lights on everything at 100% for about 10 days, I thought I'd pretty much nuked it. But I don't know if it shows up in the camera, but it's like got little bits of green and everything, lime green coming through it. It's pretty cool, but it's like a really nice pink. Here's a look at the rock I've added at this angle. I mean, granted, it doesn't look that great just now, but once I add this other piece of rock on it, that's just gonna take it to a whole new level. Okay, that's the next piece of rock actually glued into place. It's all secure, job done. I'm really happy with it, and once I get some corals on here, I think it's just going to look amazing. And I really love how I've got this open bit at the bottom, all that open space, which will be really cool seeing like fish swimming around there. And I've got a nice overhang here, so once I get some SPS corals or a nice leather coral or something up there, I think it's going to look pretty sweet. But I just love it from this angle. Just looking at this is, yep, really cool. I like it. Here's a look at the front now. So you can see the other piece I've added, which has totally made it a way better in my opinion. I'm really liking how this looks now. So glad that other rock's gone. And the other thing I did was I've added a little shelf piece here. However, I'm not so sure about that. That might still get removed, but I've put it there just for now. And I've added another flat piece in the back there, just so that it makes the cave a lot darker. And I've actually epoxied the dunking up, because it was kind of a wee bit low, so it looks a lot happier. All the heads have got room to expand now, so that's pretty sweet. Here you can see that extra reef plate I've added, so that's gave me yet again more room for corals. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, having plenty of space and real estate to place your corals. And like I said before, the more space you've got for your corals with the smaller footprint on the sandbed, the better it is for your system. But yeah, looking at this now, I'm very happy. I can look at this without my eye getting distracted by that stupid little island that was just throwing off the whole aquascape. It just didn't look right. But I really like the shape of the rock, and for that reason I was reluctant to break it up, because I liked the way it looked. but it was just too small and it was just throwing off the eye. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but for the God's sake, don't tell me to go and put it back together, because I can't do that now. But yep, so hopefully you guys can see what I've done, and you'll agree with me and think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode, so thanks very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.